Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, Ba'Hashem, Rakwah, Quadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone. Shalom to my Akim, Wathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity, as well as a speckled bird that may look like the other nations, but are actually Yasharallah. This is Brother Kabwa coming at you with another lesson. Today's lesson, I want to go into, today's lesson, I want to go into this whole women getting snatched up thing, and I want to say I've heard this before. I've known about this for the longest time, and now that this is popping up again, I have to make another video on this, a video on this, because this is some serious shit. Like, this is deadly serious. All right, you have this, and you know the crazy thing is that this was just in broad daylight, where the dude was just sitting there waiting, and this could have just happened to anyone. All right, this could have just happened to any woman that's just doing stuff like that. And these guys are so fucking bold. They're so bold that they're just doing stuff like this. It's like they don't even fathom, oh, what's gonna happen if I get caught and stuff like that. So it's like, this is the thing, that is that people do not care anymore. They're fine with this type of stuff. All right, they're genuinely fine. And it's just like, women, more importantly our women, because I think that both of the women, this woman obviously, I think she is Jake or Eve, excuse me, and this second one, apparently, I'm assuming her hand looked pretty light, but I don't know. Maybe she's still, I think she might have been, so-called Hispanic. All right, so Northern Kingdom, and if that's the case, then yeah, that's what she is. But ultimately, regardless of what ethnicity you are, that does not matter, because all the women are in danger. All the women of all nations, so-called Elam. I heard, you know what I heard, bro? Slakia. You know what I heard, though? I heard that there was this one Moabite girl that got attacked, raped, and the dude, or either she was attacked or she was raped, where she has permanent damage, like she has literal permanent damage and stuff like that. There was this one Edomite woman. She was walking around in the street at night, and then she was recording herself, and she almost got snatched up and stuff like that. But she managed to get away, and she uploaded the video of what happened, and it's just so much. I'm sorry, like, Slock, because like this is just actually like very scary. It's why it's so important to be aware of your surroundings. It's so important to like do your due diligence to making sure that nothing bad happens. And another thing is, let me get this, okay, because this is also important. All right. Especially for you, you Israelite women, this is the main thing that you need to remember. All right, where is it? Proverbs chapter 12, verse 21. There shall no evil happen to the just, but the wicked shall be filled with mischief. Now, are you living your life filling it with mischief, or are you trying to be a righteous woman of the Lord and stuff like that? So that if you're going out, the Lord got you. All right. You might not have a man, and that's fine, whatever. You might not have a man in your life and stuff like that. The Lord might have you alone for now, but having the protection of YAHAWAH, like that's obviously going to take you places, okay? And you don't want to be caught just like having something bad happen to you, and then what do you have to protect yourself? Nothing. You're just a spoil. All right, let's get that here. Ecclesiasticus chapter 36 verse 25, where no hedge is, there the possession is spoiled, and he that hath no wife will wander up and down mourning. All right, so over here, if you don't have no protection, if you don't have a man to protect you, all right, it's so slacky. Actually, that's the thing. The man is the protection of the woman, just like Yahawadah is the protection of the man. Okay, and we submit to our head, just as you as a woman should be submitting to your head as well, so that, okay, well, when things happen, okay, well, your head is going to protect you, and if you don't have a man, then Yahawadah is going to protect you. But are you doing the things? Are you being obedient, or are you just expecting Yahawadah, expecting someone to help you and all that stuff? All right. And I've seen so many like ugly videos. I call them ugly because their personality, their behavior is ugly. All right, and basically, with that ugly personality of entitlement, all right, talking, saying a bunch of terrible shit to the men, doing all the wicked things that they're doing and stuff like that, but yet expecting, oh, where the fuck is my man doing this? Oh, why don't you stop being a little bitch of this, or X, Y, and Z, all that crap? No, that shit needs to stop. That shit needs to be put on full stop, full hold, end that shit right now. All right, like that is not okay. That is genuinely not okay. So as a result of that, especially if you're disrespecting your head, man, or Yahawadah, then you should not be expecting any type of help. All right, like you this is Slakia. This is the type of stuff that genuinely pisses me off. Where if you are expecting someone to help you out, and that's what basically happened to that one Eve. All right, I think she was an Eve, where she was hit with a brick by, I think, an Edomite guy, and then she was saying, "Look at all these men that didn't help me, that didn't protect me, that didn't do anything," and stuff like that, and whatnot. When she was bothering the dude, all right, and on top of that, she was literally raving about how, oh, I don't need no man, this and a third. So again, there's that whole bullshit ass chivalry when they need it, but not when you need to be a soft, effeminate ass woman. All right, but of course, all that stuff is out the window. Oh, that ain't nobody want to care. All right. So with that being said, let's continue on. But Job chapter 1 verse 10: Hast not thou made a hedge about him and about his house, and about all that he hath on every side? Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land. All right, so yeah, basically the hedge over here. This is in regards to the hedge that Job had from Yahawadah. Yahawadah is protecting Job and not allowing evil to fall upon him, and this is where we also, this is the exact same thing for us, where we need our hedge from Yahawadah, as I had stated. Which again, if you are being disobedient, if you're intentionally being disrespectful and all this stuff, like, you cannot be expecting Yahawadah to protect you, or even want to, stick his neck out for you or whatever, to help and whatnot, when you are actively choosing to be disrespectful and rebellious. That's the main thing, rebellious towards Yahawadah. So why would you think, oh, the Lord got me, the Lord this, the Lord that, and whatever, when you are willingly choosing to be rebellious? All right, it doesn't make any sense for you to think that way. All right. Oh, hold on, cause let me get that, cause that was also another thing, and this is really just for the thing. Isaiah chapter 4 verse 1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. And over here, the key word here is reproach, where you're going to have women. All right, let's read the definition first. Reproach, the act of expressing disappointment, disapproval, or blame to someone for their actions. Basically, if let's say, for example, if a woman is sleeping around with thousands of men, and she knows that that's wrong, then she's gonna go to a man of the Lord more specifically, and say, oh, please let me marry you. I don't wanna have to deal with the consequences of my actions. I just want you to, handle all that extra shit for me while you protect me from all the bad, and I'm just gonna avoid accountability and stuff like that. Which that is a part of the thing. That's a part of Isaiah 4:1, where even with the brothers, as well as there's one dream. This is it. Yeah, this is a dream.
That was the first dream.
A lot of one of the dreams was basically, the dream here is basically, we need help. We don't have money. We don't have, or not. We don't no Slakia. Not that we don't need money. We need. They said we need help. I need to be taken care of. I have a kid. I have this. I'll be your 7th wife and stuff like that. That's basically what he was saying. And for the women, they don't want the bad thing that's coming after. And again, as I said before, everyone only wants to talk about the bad that's coming after it's already come. But before, when you get the warning, say, hey, if you keep on, like, say for example, if you don't brush your teeth are gonna fall out, and then when your teeth actually starts to fall out, then that's when you care. That's when you want to actually make the adjustments to take proper care of your teeth and whatnot, rather than doing it ahead of time and to prevent the bad from happening. And that's basically what these women are doing here, where they will want, to do that thing and ask, oh, please help me, please protect me, please let me stay with you, and or whatever and stuff like that, rather than getting right with YAHAWASHI now. All right, or getting right with the man now. And then again, even with this, the thing here is how, again, these men there's a lot of more men that just do not care. And again, I've also done many videos on this as well, where I've seen men just look very hyper focused. They don't even say anything, and they're just going to do something, attempting to do something to these women and stuff like that. If I was a woman, I would be afraid, but I'm not afraid, because call YAHAWAH, this does not apply to me. All right, but but while it doesn't apply to me, I'm still putting the warning out. All right, because this is definitely something that is not a fun thing. All right, but judgment is gonna fall upon whom deserves it. That's all I'll say. All right. As a matter of fact, let's read that again. Proverbs 12 verse 21. There shall no evil happen to the just, but the wicked shall be filled with mischief. And if the Lord lets something happen to you, then you probably deserved it. No, yeah, you definitely deserved it. All right, and especially if you're being a demon and you were with a man or whatever, then again, you deserved it, and you drove that man away. Like especially if that was a good man or a man of the Lord or whatever and stuff like that. And I'm not just saying, oh, all men are perfect. That's obviously not what I'm saying. But when it comes to certain things, like people, we're not perfect, but when it comes to trying to make things work out, you definitely should be putting in your best efforts in to make things work. Titus chapter 2 verse 5. To be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of Yahweh be not blasphemed. And the thing here is, women, and I want to preface this by saying, obviously, women can't really. Oh, that's basically the thing. Yeah, women can't be at home all the time 24/7, obviously, but one thing that women can do is that they can what's it called, they can not go to the club at night. And that's basically the main reason why I want to bring this precept out, because why are you going out and say, oh, look at me, I'm drinking, I'm having fun with my girls, I'm dancing together and all that stuff, where instead of doing that, you could be doing that at home safely with people you trust, rather than having the danger and of being roofied, being snatched up, being thing. And I've been seeing that type of shit happen. Anyway, the thing, obviously when I say I see that thing, I don't go to clubs. I hate clubs. I hate social events. I mean, and when I mean I see stuff like that, I mean like in the videos, like I've seen things like that happen. Anyway, yeah, let's continue on. 1 Timothy chapter 3 verse 11, even so must their wives be grave, not slanderers, sober, faithful in all things. Sober, that's one thing, because oh, Slocky, and that was the thing I forgot to address, where people, they say, oh, well, how am I supposed to have fun? Or you're just saying that I have to be some stick in the mud, I have to be some prude, I have to be some X, Y, and Z. You don't have to. Having fun does not tie in to freaking alcohol and drugs and stuff like that, which I find it so baffling to me that people actually associate alcohol and drugs with fun, when there are just so many better, healthier alternatives that doesn't crush your freaking brain and stuff like that. Because it's just like, okay, well, you literally have video games. People play video games all the damn time. You have movies, you have whatever. Like, I don't know what the fuck people do. I just gave my thing, which is video games. I just said video games. All right, that's it. That's what I do to have my own fun. And I'm obviously, we're not perfect, but I'm good. I'm making it through. And even if I wasn't, because obviously we have certain days where a day is worse than the other and whatnot. But at the bare minimum, I'm not putting myself in any type of danger to freaking die or something like that. All right, or putting myself in danger, because especially like, what was that whatever, just you get the point. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, SHAMAIWAN, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone of Bible, and Shalom.